Now, the parable ends there. It doesn't tell us whether the older son changed his attitude and calmed down and said, you know, you're right. I'm just glad that the brother's home. So we don't know that part of it. What we do know is he's angry, he's bitter, he's upset. And the reason is because he thinks of himself as, I'm the good kid. I've been the good kid. I've been obedient. I've done everything you've wanted. I'm good. This isn't fair. Oh, yeah. I'm sure none of you have ever thought that in your life. But there are some people that view the world in terms of scales. Like everything has to be fair. And if it's not fair, you feel gypped. And this kid feels gypped. He's like, I've been the good kid. I've always been here. You never gave me and my friends a fattened calf. You know, we didn't even get so much as a goat. And then this guy comes home and he gets all of this, and there's a parade and there's celebration, there's feasting. It's not fair. Let me tell you something. The picture is a picture of grace. The younger son has returned, and dad is now going to extend grace. Because it would have been enough for dad simply to say, you're forgiven, welcome home. But what does dad do for the younger son? Throws a lavish party. Get the robe, put it back on my son. I want him to know his fellowship within the family and his restoration. All of that, the partying, the fattened calf, that's grace. That's the abundance of what that kid didn't deserve. That's over and above. That's grace. And you know the fact of the matter is, grace is never fair, and you better be thankful for that. And if you and I got what was fair, we wouldn't even understand grace. That's justice. That would be fair. We better thank the Lord that He's unfair in that sense, that His grace towards us is given to us when we don't deserve it. So if you have, for many, many years, been a steady, solid follower of Jesus Christ, and then somebody comes at the last when they've lived their life just, as ever they wanted, and then they get heaven just like you get heaven, and they get heaven after all those years they haven't been living for Christ, and you've been living for Christ and serving Him all these. Yeah, that's the beauty of salvation, and that's the wonder of grace, and that's the mystery of all that Christ has done for us. Be faithful, love Him, serve Him, follow Him, but don't begrudge anyone else who receives grace, because you and I didn't deserve it either.